Everybody, Giancarlo here with Sublett. Today, we're kind of just shooting the shit, talking about some of our thoughts on the anniversary box. Heads up, I have the flu, so I'm not feeling too hot. If I have to like pause or turn my mic off to cough some, I might end up doing that. But I think Sublett really had a lot he wanted to say, so I'm gonna just let him take it away. I think this is gonna be pretty funny. Go ahead, bro.
Oh my God, dude, this anniversary box is so frustrating to look at.
I
And
agree.
and in this video, what we're going to do, we're actually going to compare this to the 2020 anniversary box, and we're going to discuss just what in the world has gone wrong, basically. It's so crazy. But let's start this video off
Yep.
looking at what we're looking at, right? So the box artwork design looks fine to me. I don't see anything wrong with it. Do you?
Now, art in Dragon Ball is literally never bad.
Yeah, it's always top tier.
There's never been a set with like majority like art. It doesn't. They can't miss, bro. It's like
They
we
really can't.
we
Their
like
artists need to
these.
be paid more.
Yeah, we like these characters too much for us to dislike. Even if the card is horrible, I have cards that I know are really bad that I just have because of the art. They
Hmm.
can't miss.
Like honestly, they don't pay their card artists enough, and
Yeah.
they pay their game designers way too
Nah.
much.
Okay.
All right, all right. So we get 96 cards total. We get 70 new cards, which are actually just 35 times two. Which that's always been a bit of frustration for the casual market. I've got to pay $120 to get a play set of all the new cards. So it better be worth $120 to get a play set of all these new cards. Is it? No, probably not. We get reprints that we don't know anything about, and yeah, we get
Well, we
some of the
don't
cards
yet.
in
They'll
foil.
be revealed before the boxes
Oh, for sure, for sure. But right
released
now
for
we don't
March.
know. And at the end of the video, we'll speculate a couple things that
Yeah.
we hope would be in here, maybe make it worth the money. But all in all, it's just your standard anniversary box. And in the past, we've seen anniversary boxes really be successful. We've seen a lot of really good archetypes come out of
Yeah.
anniversary boxes, like the entire Gotenks archetype,
Yep.
basically. It just took a leader from the next set and then just took off. Um, and we've seen like the reprints in these things, Topo, Crown, Sensu Bean, garnering really nice price points,
Yep.
especially Sensu Bean.
Yeah. That shit is still
They
like
choose.
$40.
It is, yeah. They
Yeah.
choose some questionable things, but at the same time, the ones that they choose that are good are usually really good.
Yeah.
And like the anniversary boxes tend to be a thing that people invest in.
Yeah.
And moving into this one, coming out of like the whole, what's going on in the world, people have been clamoring to pre-order product months in advance, sets in advance, because they just run out of stock. So a lot of people just assumed that because of the previous two anniversary boxes, buying 2 or 3 cases of this one, it's an easy money back guarantee. Let's see if that's the case, shall we, man?
Yeah, I know people who have ordered like a lot of this
Oh,
product and they are not happy. This shit is not too good.
yep. So let's compare it with, of course, 2021. And we're just going to real quick go through the cards and kind of get
Yeah.
an expectation of what we're thinking we're going to
Yep.
see. So, in this set, we got some not very useful stuff. Keep in mind that
Yeah.
anniversary boxes are usually casual.
Yeah.
They pander to the casual audience, which, okay, keeping that in mind,
So
we got
I think 20 like Anime Vox 2020 did a great job of like
half and halving it.
supporting the game
Hmm.
like from both sides. Like you had a lot of supports for decks that people like Prison Frieza. You have Go Tanks, which is a
Prison,
yeah.
yeah.
You have Go Tanks, which is a character that people just like.
Hmm.
And then you do have casual stuff, but you like a lot of this stuff was competitive and has been in competitive decks. It's just like it was very half and half. Like it whatever type of player you were satisfied to buy at least the singles. You might not have bought the box, but you definitely bought the singles.
Yep. I mean, we just look at the anniversary box. We've got Jiren.
That's
That's
a
a
good
very
card.
good card. We've got this Vegeta, which is a very good counterplay
Okay,
option.
yeah,
We got some less than good cards. We got
Janema's
the whole
okay. Yeah,
AOD archetype, which remember at the time was hyped up pretty high, and it saw some
it
minor
topped.
success.
Yeah, it topped
It
events.
topped. I think one of the things that held it back a lot was the Bobbity was not reprinted in the set with the rest of the AOD. and so there was a
Yeah,
bit of a price point to get into it,
I think it
and
was
you had to
like
find the
$8.
card.
Yeah,
Yeah, so I think by the time people got their Bobbitties, the deck had cooled
even out.
off.
Yeah,
Yeah, but at the time, not bad. And we saw this was an aggro archetype, and the one in the new one is more of a control archetype.
yeah.
But regardless, at the time, this was pretty good.
That
This
card's
Janimba's
great.
insane.
That shit was so
This
good.
card, yeah, this card has seen success in things like Soul Striker and other blue decks in its time. Pretty good. This card
I
is
love
really
this.
cool.
I love this
Yeah, I
card.
know you love this card. Um, Restoration's fine for casual audiences. We got some more AOD support. We have the whole Gotenks
Yeah,
archetype, basically.
it was a
Like
tier
Grim
one. It was a
Reaper.
tier one deck for an entire format.
Like, I mean, a tier one deck coming out of this thing. It just needed the leader from the next set.
Yep.
It's not bad. This is something that we're just not used to in draft boxes. Is Chi support.
Your
I've
annual
never
your
seen.
annual Chile Limo support. Here you go, guys.
Yes, it's Bandai pandering to Eggman. It's
Yeah,
just the Chi support. We're just so. I'm not used to this. I'm sure they didn't do it again.
yeah.
We have some more AOD stuff, which is fine. Like AOD had some crazy cards. This Android 13.
That was
You've never read this thing.
probably the best card. That one and then Garlic Jr. were like the two best ones.
Oh my God. Yeah, a one mana counterplay and your opponent loses a card. Just
Yeah,
so crazy,
it's like
man.
Vegeta the Cruel.
Oh, look at this. More Chile
Chile
support.
Limo support.
Oh, baby. And then you got
Card's
some
ass. That was
cards
whatever.
cards whatever. Yeah, like this as well. I mean, it's like
Bojack
there's some fine
support.
cards, there's some not fine cards. I'm gonna bring this card up because we're gonna look at one for the Bardock later. That is a similar card to this. I just want you to look at this card, keeping in mind that this card costs 0 mana in its deck.
Yeah,
So it is 0 mana. Potentially add 2 cards from the top of your deck to your hand and a life. This is
yeah,
a 0 mana pot of Threed.
yeah,
Like we're gonna compare this to the SS4 card later. Just keep in mind how insanely powerful this card is
yeah.
when we get to that one. All right.
Yep.
Then you have some, again, just whatever cards. This leader for its archetype was pretty good, right? Like it
Yeah,
did what it needed to do, I
yeah,
guess. On the backside, all aggro, no breaks kind of thing,
yep,
which is fine. Not the best leader, not the worst leader. Some more skillless support because
yeah,
God knows this game loves its skillless cards.
yep. Hachi Black.
Um,
Max Power.
Tyler.
Really good card.
Oh! Let's talk about a meta card there. This is a card that for a very long time found its way into main decks and side decks, and even to this day finds a place in a lot of side decks. Like it's such utility. You negate an attack or you father son Kamehameha something. Wow, so
We
powerful.
both. Oh
Violent
hey,
Project. Does anybody
Bojack.
hate this card yet? It took a little time, but oh wow. This is some multicolor support. This was
Card's pretty
really
good.
good for its
Yeah.
archetype, and
Is that it?
that's it. Yep, that's
Yeah.
it. So,
So overall, whether you
overall,
were competitive, like there were a lot of tier one decks, or like good enough, like there were a lot of topping decks, Weenie Rush Skillless was topping when this came out because of Saiyan Scion. Go Tanks, obviously the next set started topping because they got a good leader. The Bojack now is like a freaking like Bojack's a great card. It just took a little bit of time, you know what I mean? And really, like Bojack was played when it came out in in yellow Gotenks. It just that deck just kind of like fell off or whatever. Like this was a good box for casual players who want to play Prison Frieza and Chile Limo or whatever, and
every year,
and
every single year.
and competitive players who wanted to play competitive decks. So
All right. So and so just the core cards in the set, not the best, not the worst. Definitely had utility. Definitely saw play. They were very generic and very archetype specific at the
yeah,
same time, right? Like you had the blue Janimba, which was just generic, and you have the Gogeta and Prison Frieza stuff, which is very much for those decks.
yeah,
Keeping that in mind, let's go to this. All right, so I think the best thing to do is just read the card and give our impressions of it. So
yeah.
here we have a Bulma to incite a sneeze, which is very interesting because the artwork launch. I thought this was a launch
I did
for the
too.
longest
Yeah,
time because launch is the centerpiece of this art. But anyway, we have a unique barrier. Auto limit 1 if your leader card is a red earthling only card with 10,000 power or less. So we got launch, we got Hercule, we got Bulma.
mm-hmm.
Or any of your I actually can't think of any.
That's
Yamcha on the front.
yeah, it's whatever. It's meant for launch, of course. So
Launch. It's launch, yeah.
yeah.
When a card in your life is flipped face up by one of your red skills, you play this card from your hand. If you do, you give a unison that's really weak a marker, and you can't play multicolored battle cards for the game. What the crud happened?
Yeah.
What?
He was doing it was all right until that point.
Did it just like Bandai knows that Launch is a multicolored deck,
Yeah.
and so they printed a card specifically meant to never see the light of day.
Yeah.
What the heck? I don't even need to read the other auto on this card.
So here's all I have to say about it is we're on PPG with Robert Reeds, who is very much well known for playing launch. He has a bunch of launch tops. He was a big pioneer. He said this card sucks. I'm going to take his word for it. He's the launch player. If he thinks it sucks, I'm just going to agree. That's all I really have to say about it.
I think this card's absolutely terrible. Like the other effect, if your leader card's a red Earthling card, when you play a card from your life, it gets plus 5k.
Yeah, those cards are all bad though. It's like a 15k TN and a 20k Goku, and like the Goku does almost nothing while also costing 2 energy. When it's like, I pay 2 energy for Demigra. Like I need my 2-drop to be fucking broken. Like if I'm paying 2 energy for a card, it needs to fucking be broken because I could pay 0 energy for a lot of the cards that just win me the fucking game. So
yeah. Do you know what card is better than literally all of these cards?
Fighting Against Fate.
That No.
Oh.
Piccolo.
Yeah, Piccolo Jr. Yeah.
Cooler, Tyrannical Assault.
Yeah.
All those things that you can't play if you use
can't
this
play,
card's
yeah.
first effect.
It's crazy.
What a great card.
Yeah.
What a great card. Okay, moving forward with life. We have my first big gripe with this set. This is reused artwork. What the crud, Bandai? You did it twice in this set, as far as I know. What do you think about that, man? What do you think about the fact reused artwork?
I cannot say that I am personally bothered. We've had reused artwork since set 2.
We have with leaders, yeah.
Yeah, and I can understand why. It's not my gripe. I'm not saying you're wrong, but I just don't personally care. And ultimately, like people make mistakes. Like it doesn't bother me. If it happened a lot, it would bother me. So far in the history of the game, it's happened like maybe 5 times. It's like whatever, man. It'll happen. They did address it. They said that in future printings, they're gonna have different artwork. So at the very least, Bandai like kind of addressed it. You know what I mean?
Well, that was just Dispo, and they said it was a mistake, and then the next day they revealed the Cyberman.
Okay, right, yeah. If it happens a lot, I would be more upset. If it happens every now and again, I'll let it slide. You know what I mean?
And it's just seeing this lazy artwork reuse mixed with the ban list not addressing anything.
Yeah.
It just feels like they're very deaf to the game, and that's what really bothers me. Like this is just another pebble on the mountain of issues that I have had with recent.
It's frustrating, and I think that they're trying. I don't think that they don't care. I just think that they're making mistakes, and it's like I'm not gonna point a finger at anybody.
Mistakes like this. This is depth to the game.
Yeah.
Right. Like you cannot tell me that this card's effects are worth not playing any multicolor cards in launch. God.
Right.
All right, but Cybermen, we're getting way off topic.
I got you.
We're going Cybermen. All right, so
this card literally does nothing. It does literally fucking nothing. The whole deck was always trash, and this card does not help. Like this card does literally fucking nothing.
If this card said auto, if this had blocker, this permanent and auto, when this card is KO'd, draw 1 card, put 1 card from your hand to the bottom of your deck. Like not even plussing, just cycling a card. It would be better than this.
Yeah.
This is not even a blocker.
Yeah. No, there's like a stupid 2-drop Vegeta that KOs a Cyberman. It does fucking nothing.
Great.
Yeah, I know. It's stupid.
Oh man. So and it only hits unisons.
Yeah.
Like it can't even hit battle cards. Half of the decks right now don't even use unisons because they kill you before they could ever tap 2 energy for a unison.
Yeah.
It's just all right. So we're 2 cards in, and it's not looking good. Hopefully we can get better. All right, we got Son Goku, Might in the Making. This is interesting. This is support for the blue Gogeta BR leader that released with the yellow Broly BR leader that broke the game for a while.
Yeah.
So does this card make that good? I don't know. Let's see. If your leader card is specifically that Goku generally, but if your leader card is a blue Saiyan card, this card in your hand is used It's placed in your drop area by a Union Fusion skill. Activate this skill. At the end of the turn, you untap an energy.
Hmm.
That's not bad,
Yeah.
honestly. You play Veku for 3, and then you get an energy back. That's pretty good. And then activate battle once per turn. Choose up to one of your opponent's battle cards, and it gets -10 for the turn. That's great if you're going to play this card. You're probably not going to play this card very often. We'll see another card here that cheats it out,
Yeah.
so it kind of gives that weight. This card is fine, but it's not the most competitive card. What do you think about this card?
So actually, this deck did just get top 4 in a webcam regionals, which is like not like the most. Look, I get it. I know a webcam regional is not the.
Best of 1. Let's go.
It's not the highest level of competition, but the reality is like he still did win a lot of games to
Right,
get
of course,
there,
of course.
and it's like. Okay, so like if this deck is at the least we can call it rogue and it's getting a this is what I want out of an anniversary box.
Yes,
I
I
want
agree.
I want good support for fine decks. SS Blue go what is it? It's a Gogeta. Blue Gogeta.
Gogeta BR.
Gogeta BR. That's a for me like that's a whatever deck. It's fine. I may or may not have lost to it at the last nationals, but I think it's a cool deck. I think people like the character, and I think that this is a good card. So this is like one of the only examples of what I actually want to see out of an anniversary box.
Yep. And there's this card and the one that goes with it. My favorite artwork in the set, Vegeta
Yeah.
just casually punching Broly in the nose. I love it. And this card, this is what I like to see out of this box.
Yeah.
So it's got deflect, counterplay, play this card.
Yep.
So it's not actually, all it's doing is just playing itself, right?
Yeah.
It's not an overpowered counterplay that's stopping a 20K
Yeah.
or something crazy like that. This is a 1 mana, play this card on counterplay. And when you do, you KO your Veku, and you get 2 energy from your Veku's effect, and you play this Goku.
Yeah.
Which is it's really good. This combination of cards is really good. I agree with you. This is what I like to see out of an anniversary.
And it's really like you can do a lot of tricky stuff with this. Like you can block with Veku. No, not block. You can like you said, counterplay. So like if they're gonna play something that kills Veku or would prevent it from getting its effect, something like I don't have a good example that's meta relevant, but like Chain Attack Xeno is how we used to deal with that, right? You can just
anything that negs it. I think
anything that negs it, yeah, ignoring barrier. You know, but whatever. I can't think of any off the top of my head. The point is, like, this just makes your Veku more consistent. Again, fine deck, good support, and then you get a Goku, which activate battle, neg something 10K. That's huge. That's like having if it sticks on the board, that's like getting a free super combo every turn. Like for 0 energy, that's a super good effect.
Yeah, I think that like these are some of my favorite cards out of this box. I think these cards did a good job. This is a win in the anniversary boxes.
It's one of the very few, which is unfortunate.
One of the few wins, yeah. And this artwork is beautiful. I'm definitely going to get this foil.
If you can't, Dragon Ball artwork can't miss. It doesn't matter.
God,
good card, bad card, can't miss. That's it, yeah. Cocky as hell. Really about to get his ass beat. Too cocky.
All right, now we get to a card that is. How long have we been waiting?
I love this. This again, one of the very few winners in my opinion. So Prison Frieza is a deck that has always sucked and has been really annoying, and I just can't stop myself from playing it every now and again. The problem is it can't include battle cards that cost 3 or less. Is that it?
Yeah.
So it can never include a super combo. Now we have a super combo. My problem is that it's too balanced. Bandai
it's way too balanced.
Bandai
that's what I was gonna say.
Yeah, Bandai is being too cautious. It's being they do not want to break the game. But what they don't realize is that these decks
broken.
Suck.
It's already broken.
These decks suck so fucking bad that if you make this card draw a card, it does not fucking matter. So in reality, this card should also draw a card. So you can read it.
Should. It should do more than that.
Yeah.
Like,
no, if it did all of this, because it's overly balanced. That's it. I don't know why it's overly balanced.
Exactly.
It also only works in your opponent's turn, so you can't super combo offensively. Like it should literally just work like every other super combo plus another effect. Like we have shit like fucking Zamasu and Nappa that are played like there are better super combos than this in better decks. Like.
Yep. No, I completely agree. I don't know why this needs to be limit 1.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't think that matters all that much. I don't. This is something we're going to see again too. This limit one on a super combo. The word super combo and limit one should never be on the same card.
Yeah.
Unless you do it to every single super combo in the game. Otherwise, when you print limit one on a super combo, you are saying this card will never see play.
Right. The only reason this one is going to be played is because your leader
Yeah,
literally has no other option.
Yep. So like this, I am glad that they have decided to support this deck. Unfortunately, this is 2 anniversary boxes in a row, and it's not going to be meta relevant. But I wish that they had not overbalanced this card into the ground.
Yeah.
While not banning Belmod.
Right. Yeah.
I don't know where their heads at.
It's very frustrating.
Yeah. But this card I put in the meh category. I'm happy to see that they're doing this. I'm just sad that it's so balanced.
Yeah, it's not even a good card. It just exists. Like.
All right, then we hit Zamasu, Teamwork Undying. I'm going to read this card because I honestly don't remember what it does. Again, we have this. Before I go any further, we have a 3-cost unison. We immediately think Soul Striker when we see this.
Correct.
Which is fantastic, right? This means my Soul Striker can awaken. Sick, but I can already see words in my card text that say I can't use this in Soul Striker because it's not where it's meant to be. But let's see. We have a blocker, counterattack, Spirit Boost 2, blue unison card, negate the attack, then play this card with 4 markers. So this is this is such a unique kind of negate, right? Mm-hmm. You have a unison with 2 markers left on it. Your opponent swings on it. You can trade it in for this one, which is a blocker. Or you could, I don't know, trade in, stop an attack on a leader and trade your unison in. Yeah. It's very interesting, this counterattack Spirit Boost 2 for free. It's not bad at all. I don't think that's bad. I guess you can like loop this as well, right? Because it doesn't say... It's
not free. You still have to pay the 3 for it.
Oh, do you still have to pay the 3?
Yeah, you still have to pay. I'm pretty sure you have to pay.
Oh, you're right. You do.
You still pay 3 energy for it.
Yeah, that's my bad. I forgot about that. Yep. Yeah. No, never mind. This card's terrible. Okay. So activate main 2 blue energy. If there is a Goku Black card under this card, good God, and you remove 7 markers from this card. I'm sure it's +1. It's going to get to 7 eventually, right?
Yeah, right.
7 markers from this blocker. And place it in its owner's drop area. Choose 1 infinite force fused Zamasu from your hand or energy and play it.
That's like the 10 drop from set 2.
It is. Yeah. There you go, everybody. There's your set 2 Zamasu leader support that they hyped up. It's this one card.
No, it's
everybody clap.
It's Goku Black support.
I know.
Set 2 Goku Black, yeah.
Oh no, they said they were going to support set 2 Zamasu leader. This is the only card that does that.
Yeah.
Because your leader doesn't have to be Goku Black. It just has to put a Goku Black under it.
Okay.
And then it's got +1 auto. When a card in your energy is placed in its owner's drop area, draw 1 card and switch this card to active mode. So it doesn't even facilitate a Goku Black under it.
Yeah, how do you put a Goku Black under this?
The stupid blue super combo that puts a card under a unison to draw a card.
No, that card puts itself under a unison.
Oh.
How do you put a Goku? I don't know. Maybe it's the next card. I don't fucking know.
You think so? You think the Shigesh is the next? Well, the card that does it?
There's a Goku Black that's also in the set. Maybe it's that.
Hopefully, yeah. There's a Goku Black. It's got to do it, right? This is. Oh my God, this card is so bad though. This card is a super miss. It just costs way too much energy. You can only plus when you lose a card in your energy, which means that this is just a Goku Black support.
Yeah. If your opponent is not brain dead, this will never get. It's a bad card. Whatever. It does a lot of cool shit. Yeah. Like, and again, it's so overly balanced. It's like Goku Black already got nerfed. Like, I don't know why you're worried about giving it support if you already nerfed it. Like, you could just let it die, and this could have been support for set 10 Zamasu, which is a cool deck, and you could have supported the field spell archetype, the set 10 Zamasu field spell archetype. You could have just supported that. That actually came out within the last, 12 months maybe? I don't know.
Oh, Jesus. I don't know, dude. We've been stuck in this eternal format for over a year now.
Yeah.
And everything is bleeding together. Yeah, I can't even. Shigesh power immunity. Yeah. All right, so everybody, it's your favorite thing to see, a Shigesh super combo.
Oh, dude, a Shigesh.
Shigesh super combo. When you say that, Really old players start to get a little twitchy.
Did I send you that meme?
Yeah, you did.
I
You
did.
did.
Yeah.
All right, so once again, we have super combo limit 1. So immediately this card is subpar.
This
But
limit
hopefully
one,
limit 1.
if any super combo were to have limit one, this one makes the most sense because it summons a 5-drop. And so playing a 5
Yeah,
cost for 0 energy, maybe limiting that to 1 kind of makes more sense than the other ones.
it does. It does. But should a super combo summon a 5-drop?
If it's at, yeah, sure. If it's as bad as the Bardock's Crew shit, yeah, why not? I have every fucking Bardock's Crew card, and I'm just waiting for a fucking leader, man. I even have the new 3-cost ape that was released in the promo pack is actually just a super underrated card in my opinion. And
You missed my question, though. You misunderstand my
what'd you
question.
say?
They make this a super combo to balance it, right? Like,
Do they?
this is a super combo so that you can't play super combos and a card that has this combo.
Oh, right. Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah, no, it's overly balanced again.
Yeah, I get what you're saying.
If you look at the way the card game looks now, if they were to slow the game down, this would be perfectly fine. But the
Right.
way the game is right now, this card is overly balanced. This could have been a 1-mana 5K combo with this exact same effect. And you could still play a super combo in your deck.
Yeah.
Because it's not like Blue Bardock's Crew
Yeah.
needed balance.
That's correct. Now I think if we get like a good, not just a new leader, but if we get an actual good leader, the Bardock's Crew cards are good enough to facilitate a deck. But we need an actual good leader, like not just a new leader.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I think.
This card just it makes me sad because of this though.
Yeah.
It's just that like it didn't need to be a super combo. They could have balanced it with some energy instead.
Yeah.
Instead of making it free and taking away the deck's super combo slot, they could have made it cost 1 or 2 energy and let the deck still have a super combo. Because in an aggro meta, this is just not acceptable.
Yeah. That's fair.
You know,
I
like
think
you end up playing 2 of this and 2 of the Vegeta
You
super
play
combo.
2 Zamasu, yeah. But yeah,
Or
you
2
play
Zamasu,
you play
doesn't
2 and
matter.
2. Yeah.
2 and 2, yeah. Which is just sad because this is a card that you want to run 4 of.
Yeah, you do, but you can't because it's limit 1 and it's only
Exactly.
active on turn 3. But
So
you
you
do
see my
have an
point though
arrival in the
now?
deck. I agree.
Yeah, yeah. You also have other ways to cheat out that 5-cost Bardock that
That you can literally summon that shit like 4 different ways, all for 0 energy.
like this just makes me sad. This is not the worst offender of a super combo limit 1.
Yeah,
We will see the absolute worst offender near the end of this list.
yeah.
This is just overly balanced. But okay, at least it's support for an archetype that actually needs support.
This was another one I was happy about. You can also do this. There's another Bardock. Instead of getting that stupid 5-cost one, you can get the 4-cost one, and at the end of the
Yeah.
turn, it draws 2 and untaps itself. So also for 0 mana, you get to draw 2 and get a 20k blocker. So like, there's again like if we had a good leader, these cards would not be that bad.
Like there are good things you can do with this for
Yeah.
sure, but it
You
just
go-
makes me sad that
yeah.
they put it on a super combo. All right, then we have Goku Black Works Undone. I believe this card is actually very decent.
Okay.
So it's got a permanent. When choosing cards in your life using your leader's effect, you can choose this card in your battle area instead. So you put him from your battle area into your energy instead of one of your life. Is that good? Maybe.
Yeah, you're not critting yourself alive. Does he draw on the front side? I don't think so.
I don't know. No, God, no. But this
Yeah.
flips your guy. So I'm not sure that you want to do that. Auto limit 1. Choose 1 card in your hand and discard it. When this card is played, you flip your leader. And you cannot play non-Zamasu and non-Goku Black battle cards for the game, meaning no tokens.
So you don't draw. You just flip. You don't awaken. You just flip your leader over.
Correct.
You
You
don't.
just flip it over. You draw no cards on that either.
And you discard. So this is essentially a neg 4.
Yeah, again, it's so like the poor leader already got nerfed because the community cried out on the 10-15% chance that you play Android 17 on turn 4.
Yeah.
Um,
Some shitty deck that was never going to be good anyway.
exactly.
You remember
yeah.
set
And
2,
we-
but do you remember Bobbity Black from set 2?
Yes.
People were freaked.
Yes,
They're like,
I
oh,
do.
you can play Bobbity on turn 4, literally turn 4. And it's that deck literally never topped a single fucking tournament because it was a horrible deck. People have always been scared of Goku Black for some reason.
It's just ramping is so strong in the game, man. All right. It's so strong. That's why decks like King Vegeta that don't ramp are so weak.
Yeah.
Um, I mean, like in this is Dragon Ball. Do you know how little you can do with one energy? You
Right.
certainly can't win against your opponent with only one energy.
Right. I mean, I guess. I
Oh,
mean,
God,
objection is banned. I mean,
mm, objection. It's banned. Objection is banned because of Invoker.
yeah,
Um,
probably.
there's no question about that. Well, no, it
Yeah.
was banned on the same list that
Yeah,
Invoker was
I know.
released.
I know.
It was banned because of Invoker. But anyway, an activate main limit 1. If your leader card is a Goku Black, and you choose a Zamasu, Teamwork Undying, which I don't. Is that the? Yeah, that's your Unison. Okay,
Yeah.
it's gonna put itself under the Unison probably. Undying in your Unison area. Add a marker to the chosen card, then put this card under it from your battle area.
Okay.
Oh my God, this card just it minuses so hard so often. It wants you to like get to this infinite force fuse Zamasu really, really fast, which is a fine card and all, but like, how are you getting there
Bro, I
that
swear
fast?
there's a fucking 4 drop that plays it. Like there's I swear there's like a much
I, s-
more mana efficient 4 cost
oh
that just
wait,
plays it from the deck. I swear that there is. I might be tripping, but
you mean instead of this -10?
yeah, dude, this shit I'm gonna look it up right quick. I'm gonna just see if it exists or if I'm
Oh
tripping.
God, I don't know. But this card, just like the point is, I think that they wanted to support the Goku Black. They set out to do that, but again, they just overbalanced it into the
Yeah,
ground.
they're just fucking scared for no reason.
Hmm. All right, then we have a Veku. We have more support for the blue Gogeta. Now the red cards were amazing.
Yeah, there's
Mwah.
literally real quick.
Chef's kiss.
There's literally a fucking 4 cost that just plays the shit from the deck.
Sounds better than all the hoops. But all right, so anyway, Veku, might in the making. The red ones were amazing. Let's see
Yeah.
if the blue one is any good. We got a blocker, Union Fusion for 2. Okay. Your leader card is a blue Saiyan card. When this card is removed from your battle area by a skill or KO, add 1 card from your life to your hand. Play Gogeta Pursuit of Power from your deck or drop area with 3 markers on it, and shuffle your deck.
Yeah, Pursuit of Power is a fucking trash unison.
That's the starter deck one,
Starter
right?
deck 2 cost blue. This shit is literally trash. There's a 1 drop that plays it. It's a fucking horrible unison. It's never worth playing.
And
To be fair, you were probably never replacing the other Veku. Like the Veku
no,
that you were
you were not.
that shit ramps too, which is like what the deck is designed to do. You're
Yep.
never replacing that shit. But this card is like not good. It's not good card.
This card's not bad though. It's a turn sooner than that Veku. That Veku's a 3-drop. Um, no, this card's not bad because then you proc your Goku and Vegeta BR effects, which is pretty good on average. I don't think this is amazing. I agree. I think that
Yeah.
the red ones far outshine this one, but
Mhm.
I'm okay with this card. I'm not. It's not overly balanced at all.
Yeah.
I think that this card is not balanced into the ground. I think this is just a fine card.
All right, that's
This is a
fair.
good anniversary box card.
All right, I'll give you
Yep, I don't know why they love this guy so much and hate Bardock's crew and Goku Black, but
that. Yeah.
and Launch. They really hate Launch.
Yeah.
But all right, let's get into some of the things that Bandai loves. So we have
Oh.
Lord Slug Conqueror's Claim. So we have more support for Lord Slug, the deck that in set 3 or 4 discarded your hand, and in set whichever one it came out in, gave your opponent more cards in their hand. Identity Crisis, the dude.
Yep.
Okay, so is he a Yoshi or is he a Namekian? We'll find
Yep.
out. Permanent. If you have 3 or more energy, this card gains dual attack. Awesome. If your leader card is a Slug's Army card and all your energy is mono green, and this card is played from your hand, you and your opponent draw a card. Terrible.
I mean, that's what the deck wants to do, though.
Why though? It's why.
No, the deck is bad. The deck's
It is.
horrible,
This
but
does
that's
not
what the
fix.
deck wants to do.
Okay. All right. Well, it does what the deck wants to do. That's fantastic. Autobahn 2. This card attacks. If your opponent has 7 or more cards in their hand, it gets plus 6k power for the battle. So it's a dual attack 25k with 3 energy that you cheat out with your dudes. Is that good?
I don't
freaking
know.
know.
I don't know enough
I don't
about the slug deck. I just know that the deck is designed to lose because when you let your opponent draw cards, they're gonna draw their outs and they're gonna draw their win conditions, and you lose the game because you let your opponent draw cards.
My
The
God,
deck is
I've
literally
never
just
played,
designed to lose. I've never played it either because we're not
I've never
X
played against
because
it
we don't
or
go
with it.
X4 in fucking bracket. That's why we don't play against it. Like
Oh god, we'll have to ask Dashy how the deck did.
Oh, dude, Dashy went, I think like 0 and 4 draws or some shit at some random tournament. It was hilarious. And
Oh
literally
god,
everyone
all right.
told him not to play the fucking deck. Like, why are you playing this?
We we told him not to play it at the PPG Miami, and he still did.
That was the tournament. Yeah, he was
Yeah.
like, I'm playing Green Slug, and I was like, why? That's a fucking horrible
Why?
decision. And then he went. No offense, I mean, Dash is a great player, but like the deck is
I
just,
love Dashy. Dashy's awesome.
yeah, the deck is just. I don't know why you picked that deck. It's designed to lose. Like,
I think he was just memeing for the day.
yeah, he was. Yeah,
Yeah. All right. So then we get into, oh my God, Chesko. Look, what is it?
Chilai Limo
Oh,
support.
oh no way! Again?
Hey,
That
I'm
was so
not.
exciting.
Look, I'm
I'm sure
not.
this will make the deck playable.
Look here, I'm not gonna cap. Like, I don't have the entire Chilai Limo deck foil. Okay,
Do you
look,
really? What the Christ?
look.
Why?
Look, bro. Hey, look, man. Come on. Don't fault me, dog.
I'm faulting you. I am super faulting you. But the
The
fudge cakes, man.
the only thing I don't have foil are their stupid oobs. The oob combos. Excuse me.
All right then. All right, Chesko's a closet Sheila Limo player apparently, even though I
Don't
don't
hate me,
believe
bro.
he's ever
Look.
played this deck once.
Look.
All right. Anyway, permanent. If your leader card is a green Shinron card, when activating the activate main skill on green extra cards with desire, an energy cost less than or equal to your current energy, you can place this card at the bottom of the deck and reduce that cost by 1, which is super duper good in a deck that plays the desires for free.
Yeah. Yeah. Um,
Strong,
I
real
think
strong.
I think overall this card is not bad, especially when
You
you.
play it for the second effect. Yeah, you play
Yeah.
it for the
Yeah.
second effect. Auto,
Yeah.
when this card is played, you put 2 Dragon Balls to your drop area, draw a card.
Yeah.
You play it for that reason. This second effect is if you, for some reason, can't awaken in 2021 with a Shenron deck.
Yeah.
Um, like, yay, more Chilai Limo support. Everybody's
Right.
favorite deck.
Right. Well, so it's like turn 1 you play this. Turn 2 you play allied reinforcements. You send this to the deck. It cost 1. You now have 1 energy left open for your dormant.
Oh,
Or not your dormant, like your Demigra or your dormant or some shit like that. And then you
ooh.
have your wish to play the there's like an assembling this. It's not allied reinforcements. You can play like assembling the squad to grab, or you can just draw a card with your leader. I don't fucking.
They have a themed assembling the squad too for Broly,
Yeah,
I
that's
believe.
allied reinforcements. You get the new
Yeah.
the green red 4 drop that also like this card guarantees a turn to awaken, but it's just a 1 drop draw card. Like this is a pretty good card for the deck, I think.
Yeah, it's fine. It's fine. You know what? Because they're only going to give Chilai Limo 1 support card in the anniversary box, I'm okay with this. I'm okay that 1 slot in this anniversary
Oh,
box went to
one?
Chilai
It's a
Limo.
little bit more than
I'm,
one.
I'm not upset at all that only 1 slot went to this and other decks that needed support got nothing.
Oh,
Because it's just 1 slot. It's
yep.
just 1 slot. Okay. We have a Broly. This card is actually super good if
This
it
card's
came
sick.
out about a year ago.
Yeah.
Activate battle. You place this card in Summoner's drop area from your combo area. Choose up to 1 battle card with a combo cost of 0. Why, Bandai? Why? In your opponent's combo area and place it in Summoner's drop area. So you can't hit Raider's Warcry. You can't hit, and I'm going to say an old thing, but the Saiyan Kaba leader, you can't hit like the Khalifa and Kale apes. You cannot hit a relevant card with this except a super combo. So why? Why
Yeah,
is
I
this so
don't.
bad? Why can you not hit Raider's Warcry with this?
Yeah, I don't think it's particularly good. Like it's
It's
just
not.
not. Yeah.
It's not. It's not. It's again, it's overly balanced and it makes no sense to me.
Yeah.
This card is like meant to counter. Play this card after you combo with it. It is just another nail in King Piccolo's coffin that nobody is ever going to bother playing.
Oops. Fuck. Damn it.
Everything okay?
Yeah, everything's fine.
Okay. All right. Like it's great against King Piccolo, and I don't really know about anything else. What do you think? Would you side deck 2 of this card for King Piccolo?
No. No, I wouldn't.
Okay. All right. I guess Chilai Limo got 2
Oh.
support cards. Okay, all right, fine. That's a little excessive, but okay. So I got 2 support cards. We got activate main or battle, limit 1. If your leader card is a green Chilai BR card or a yellow Broly BR card, let's pretend like that doesn't even exist. Clearly, it's Chilai support. Choose 1. I always love on their website. Choose 1 question mark. Choose up to one of your opponent's skillless battle cards in rest mode and KO it. If you KO'd a card, draw one card. I mean, this effect on Cargo is pretty broken. Clears secret rare army reborns, right, Cheska?
I think so.
Yeah. And then choose up to one yellow Broly BR card in your battle area and switch it to active mode. This is actually a really good effect, this bottom one here.
Do they do things when they switch to active mode?
Absolutely.
Like, go ahead.
The old arrival Broly that
Oh, yeah,
kills
yeah.
a dude or taps a card, draws a card. He does that when he's played or when he's
Or
untapped on
switch.
your turn.
All right, that's cool.
And a lot of the cards that we're going to see later that are certainly not Chilai BR support, they definitely didn't put 5 or 6 cards. 25% of this box is not Chilai Limo support. It's not. There's no way they'd do that. But yeah, no, this second effect is actually really good.
Yeah.
Yeah. So whatever, you can cycle a card because you can, KO something.
I guess
sure.
if they're swinging for game, you can Final Flash. If you're playing Yellow Broly, you can Final Flash into this, and that. But like also, Final Flash just does that shit on their own. So I don't know.
Final Flash by itself stops that from happening.
Yeah.
Also,
yeah.
you're gonna have multicolors in there to use Final Flash and this.
Yeah. Well, the deck is multicolor, isn't it?
Anyway, okay, fine. 2 Chilai Limo cards. Fine. We'll move on.
More
Excuse me. I meant to say 3 Chilai Limo. Okay, that's fine. This probably isn't meant for Chilai Limo, right? Auto once per turn when you play a battle card using a rival green, yellow, Adam. Okay. Activate main. Put up to 5 cards from the top of your deck. Add a green, yellow, multicolor freezes army prizes Chilai Limo card among them to your hand, then shuffle your deck. If you added a card, discard a card because Bandai's put this on everything.
So bad.
At set and a half.
Literally does nothing.
This one line of text is why so many cards are bad.
Unplayable, dude.
Unplayable. And then here we go. Activate battle. If another card is in a battle, use 1 green, yellow, multicolor from your drop bear in a combo. Like, this card is so good. It's just green yellow doesn't actually have a lot of good arrivals. It has the best arrival.
It has. Well, there's like 3 in this fucking thing that
I'm aware.
You have 18 Krillin, which I think is good, and then you have the Broly,
Fine.
which Broly is good.
Rivaling. Yeah, no, the Broly is for sure.
Yeah.
Like green yellow.
I don't know. This +0 is cool.
I love this +0. I think this +0 makes this card worth it. It's really just a shame that this is a 4K and dies immediately.
They're like summon a 1-drop, swing on your unit. Come on, bro. This shit dies.
Like this should have been an 11K with a permanent. This card can't attack.
Yeah, I mean, I still don't think Yellow Broly would never come back. Fuck, it can't. It's just not good enough.
This isn't for Yellow Broly. You know what this is for.
What, Chilai Limo? Either way, like I don't think either deck really comes back. Like, you know what I mean?
No, it doesn't. All right, so yeah, these cards have been whatever. And we move to this is hilarious. This card is just.
Why even print this shit?
Because, dude, it's Bardock Resurrected Lineage. For any of you guys that have been saying, for anyone who says the 1-drop Bardock will come off the ban list, I introduce to you the reason he will not ever come off the ban list.
Yeah.
They went and reprinted him with a limit 1 keyword and a much worse card effect.
Yeah. Yeah, you just don't play this. You just don't play it. You could play 2. It doesn't matter. Grandpa Gohan exists. You would just never play this. Like, whatever, bro. It doesn't matter.
Did you notice he's a Bardock's crew?
Oh, yeah, that's funny.
You need to get it foiled.
I do need to get it foiled for the deck. All right, what people don't realize about Lineage is that they already replaced Bardock with the leader. The new leader
hard replaced it.
The new leader plays a Goten from hand, which is what Bardock did. No, it's not as good. The deck would be better with Bardock the Progenitor, but like they already gave us a replacement for Bardock the Progenitor. Lineage is in this weird spot where it's like it can win on turn 3, it can do crazy shit, but it's like just not good enough. But that's exactly what you want Lineage to be in the game at this point. Like you don't need.
Here's my question.
Yeah.
Would you ever run this over Grandpa Gohan?
You might play 1, but I really don't think so.
Grandpa Gohan doesn't have the limit. and he's a blocker.
Yeah.
Like this card and Grandpa Gohan do the same basic thing,
No,
right?
I
Except
agree.
Grandpa Gohan you can do multiple times and is a blocker. I don't even think you like. I don't think you ever play this card over that.
I don't think the skill list thing would ever come up.
It
But
comes up if you Final Flash.
yeah, no, you would never play this.
No, you wouldn't. All right,
That's what I'm
so
talking about. This is literally just a fucking blank card. It's so stupid
it is.
to have a
Yeah,
fucking
this could have been
blank.
so many other things.
Yeah.
This slot right here didn't need to exist. This could have been more support for the archetype that is in this
Yeah.
set. This could have been more support for literally anything other than Shilai Limo.
Yeah.
But okay, it's okay. It's okay. Metacooler, maddening multiplication. I don't know why this needed to be here. I don't know why every time Bandai prints legacy support, they print a Metacooler legacy support. Do you have any idea why that is?
No, just keep going without me for a second.
Okay. I honestly, I don't know why they do this every time. If your leader card is terrible or even worse, you have 2 or more energy, you don't have a unison in play. This card is played from your hand. You choose the giant force, which I admittedly don't remember what it does, in your hand and play it with a marker in rest mode. Whatever. And
That
then
shit is
activate
ass.
mainland.
That fucking unison sucks too.
So why do they always legacy support always have Metacooler in it? And
Sorry.
I never understand why.
Because some
Is it
fucking
because-
guy on Facebook posts about Metacooler every 2 fucking weeks. No offense. His name's Liam. No offense, bro. I don't have any problem with you, but like, I think they just follow the trend of like, oh, hey, this deck gets talked about, but it's literally just this guy who posts about it like every now and again.
Oh man. Like why not legacy support for decks that were played before and now can't be because they've been power creep?
Yeah,
like, for example, why not legacy support for like Surge Coup and Surge Piccolo? You could give Surge Piccolo a 2-drop that gives him his old effect back.
Yeah.
It's just it's just auto limit 1 at the start of your turn, draw 1 card. That's all it has to do, and that would be some kind of support for the deck. But instead, we're helping Metacooler.
Remember the first anniversary box that made Demigra a fucking tier 1 deck? Like, come on, bro. Like,
yeah.
There's just, bro, like you have set 4 Slug, Demigra, Pan from set 3. You have Baby Vegeta.
Pan is loved, universally loved, and gets nothing. Yamcha is loved.
You have Baby Vegeta 6 from draft box 3 or 4. I don't remember.
Yeah. You have decks that aren't red too. We've said a lot of red decks.
We did say a lot of red decks, but
we said a lot of red decks.
Set 10 Zamasu would be a great deck to give support to because it's not even that bad. Like Set 10 Zamasu is not a trash deck. It's just power crept, and it's like you can just give that deck support. Yeah, I know you want that one. Yeah.
I do. That's a personal thing. I'd love U7 Frieza support. And no, when they print cards that say U7, that is not U7 Frieza support.
You have Demigra, you have Supreme Kai of Time that literally just came out and we'll never see support ever again, even though like Supreme Kai of Time is a cool character that people enjoy, you know what I mean?
But everybody wanted a leader for the longest time. Like,
exactly.
Why are we supporting Metacooler?
I don't know, bro.
This card is not even good.
That's the problem.
This doesn't make the deck playable at all.
No.
Why not? Why? You know what this is? This is like in the Abridged series. We just got kicked in the nuts.
Yeah. I can't believe they all kicked you in the nuts.
That's what this is.
That's what it is, man. This shit is ass.
Yeah. All right. Moving on.
Don't even read this shit. This is for that stupid ass trash fucking Frieza deck. I don't even want to fucking go over this stupid shit.
All right. We'll just move on. But on the bright side, when this card is played, draw 1 card. Already better than half the cards in this box. Let's just before we read this card, look at this artwork.
Don't miss, bro. Dragon Ball artwork does not miss.
It don't miss. Jesus, this is beautiful.
I do think this card's pretty good.
All right, so let's see what it is. So we got a 4-drop, Guide Trooper U11, Deflect, Critical Blocker. Those are some good words. If your leader card is a yellow Universe 11 card, so we're thinking the original Jiren.
Yep.
Not thinking any of the Tournament of Power card. We're thinking the good Jiren.
Yeah, the one that doesn't die.
Yeah, the one that doesn't die. So you're going to get to turn 4. You're going to get to turn 4, so you will play this card. Okay.
Yeah.
So if your leader card is a good card, when this card is played from your hand, you choose one. If you don't have a Unison, you get the Unison of Fury from your hand or deck. with 3 markers on it.
Yeah.
It's not even played in rest mode either. So you can still use its effect to tap itself if you want, or you can use the minus effect and still have markers on it to not die. You could slide a Vegeta under it and use its -3.
Or you could
It's
just
fantastic.
rest this Topo, and then you immediately
And
get
then
its
kill it.
-3
Yep.
off, which is strong.
Yep. So good. Or if you already have Vegeta chilling, or you're out of them, or you're not playing it for some reason, this can be a 30k double strike critical.
Yeah. Pretty big.
So okay, pretty big. I like it already. I'm not upset about this.
Yeah.
And then auto once per turn. If it's your turn, when this card is switched to rest mode by one of your yellow card skills, switch it to active mode. You switch it to active mode, and then all your opponent's dudes lose their skills. Like, this is a card.
Yeah.
This is an actual card
I think this
that
is the best
deserves to be
one.
printed. This card might actually cause Jiren to be played again. This card might do what this
Yeah,
anniversary
specifically
box
by
set out
Mike. This
to
card
do.
might
Yes, I'm
cause
sure.
Mike to play Jared again. So who knows?
I mean, we could just replace Topo's face with Mike's face.
With Mike's face, yeah, you really could.
This is a great card. I think that this is one of the biggest wins in this anniversary box.
Yeah.
It supports a deck that people like. It saw play before, but doesn't really compete in the meta anymore.
Yep.
And it might help push that deck into a better position because this is a win condition.
Exactly.
That
Yeah.
is not a 10-drop Jiren.
Correct. Yeah.
This is just a great card. And you could play it in the Topo deck too if you really wanted to. But come on.
Yeah.
This is fantastic.
Yeah, I agree.
10 out of 10. 10 out of 10.
I think it's the best card in the box. Yeah.
I think it's super good. Yeah, this card's amazing. If you pull a foil one, probably keep it.
Yeah, that's fair.
All right. Then we have some more reused artwork that Bandai claims was an accident, but the swirls on it are different than the other one's artwork. So I don't know about that. But anyway, unique, limit 1, discard 1 card from your hand. When this card is played, you play 1 yellow U11 card, and then it costs a 2 or less from your drop area in rest mode with its skills negated. This is where things get sad. If it didn't say this, you could get the casserole who could get Kunchi or whatever his name is. This card could actually be good. I think that because this card says with its skills negated for the turn, the only real purpose this card serves is to play it on your opponent's turn if they kill your dudes and you're about to take a damage.
Oh, okay. That's still pretty good though.
That is pretty good. I'm not upset about that. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
I think that is great. I think this card might see play in a side deck situation.
Because you can activate battle and then activate battle on your leader.
Yep.
I fuck with that.
Or if your leader activated battle the turn before and then your opponent did like some cooler tyrannical assault shenanigans, cleared your barrier dudes, you can, and they swing in, they combo everything, you sneak attack this with an activate battle, game's over. Because your leader's effect is working.
All right, I don't dislike that at all. I think
it's fine. It's not. Yeah. This one line of text keeps it from being in the main deck.
Yeah.
But it's definitely a side deck card, and it's definitely okay. So I am not upset with this card.
You think you side deck it if they have barrier removal?
Yeah, like so. One of Jiren's big problems is launch, because Cooler. Yeah, Cooler just clears their Kunchi or Kunchi or whatever the barrier dude.
Yeah.
Just clears that, and then Launch can clean everything up, and Jiren just dies. Well, now you have to also, even if this card doesn't exist in your deck or side deck, your opponent has to respect it.
I agree.
It's like a pseudo heroine's lineage, right? Your opponent cannot go all in against Jiren when they clear that board anymore.
I mean, they probably never could, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, because they're like Final Flash. But yeah, I get what you're saying. I'm just fucking with you.
No, like a leader or a unison can't be Final Flash.
Right, yeah, no, I know. Yeah, no, I agree. It fits perfectly into the archetype, is what you're saying. Like, it's not as broken as it could have been, but it still fits into the. I agree. I think this shit is nice.
Yeah, this is a very decent card. Topo is a very good card. This card, in my opinion, is great.
Yeah.
This dispo, in my opinion, is very playable. And so I think that their U11 support on point. I'm also proud of Bandai for not just making these red.
Oh yeah, because they just released a new red U11
Yeah,
archetype.
exactly.
Yeah,
Exactly. This is great. I think these two cards are pretty good.
yeah,
These two cards are definitely not whooollleee support.
yeah. Absolutely not, Chile Loomis. Man, fuck this Bardock and fuck this whole
Oh
deck.
my God.
This
Okay, all
shit
right.
fucking
Let's
pissed
preface
me
this.
off so
Hold on, hold
fucking
on.
bad.
Let's preface this. What we are about to discuss, for those of you with weak constitutions, is going to be perhaps disagreeable. Because Chesko and I are of the opinion that this is the most mediocre, subpar way they could have addressed the cards that they revealed earlier with this leader. And that this deck is, shall we say, not as good as some people seem to want to say that it is. Okay, Chesko, go for it.
Yeah, this shit is fucking trash. I've already people have been disagreeing with me. No, I'm kidding. I don't think it's trash. I just think it's completely
It's
unplayable
so
in the
middle. It's middle of the road, and which makes it
yeah,
unplayable.
it's completely unplayable in the current format. Now, saying that, I'm sure it'll top because somebody's going to play it. Realistically, this is not a good deck. It's not playable in the current format. If you think I'm
Let's
wrong,
discuss.
I guarantee you will not fucking beat me with this deck. Like I'll bet any amount of money you want to play this stupid shit. I guarantee you would never beat me with this shit. It doesn't
Yes,
matter.
yes,
Like
yes. But just for the record, we are not condoning any amount of betting on card game duels
I'll
or
fucking
exchange
play you
of
for
money
any amount of
or
money.
anything,
I don't give a
anything at all.
fuck.
He's talking about monopoly money at
I'm
this
not
current
at all,
point.
bro. What do you
He
mean?
is absolutely
We
talking
aren't
about it, and
sponsored
this
by
is all for
Bandai. We can do
jokes.
whatever the fuck we want, bro.
We are not talking about that. But anyway, so Bardock. Let's look at his things. First off, this is a 5K leader. Um, that in itself is just frustrating. This could have just been a 10K leader, and he could have gotten one extra power or something. I don't know. Anyway, let's read. So you reduce the combo cost and negate energy exhaust skill of all black multicolor cards with SS4 in their names. We expected it to do
Yeah,
this.
that's the
Honestly,
bare
if it
minimum of
didn't,
what it needed to do.
yeah,
Yeah.
if it did not do this, we wouldn't even be talking about it. We would have just said this is garbage
Shit,
and moved
yeah.
on. All right, so now we have permanent for each card color in your battle area and energy area. This card gets plus 2K. Now, I've seen so many comments saying on turn one, this is an 11K. Guys, you're bad at math. You are. You charge a red black multicolor turn one.
Yeah.
This is a 9K. And then I've seen so many people say, then you just play a one drop. Guys, that one drop is either red or black. It cannot be a different color because of how the game works. It's still a
Yeah.
9K.
Yeah.
Not how.
I heard that.
Please
I read that conversation.
stop.
However,
Please.
it
Hold
on
on, hold on,
turn.
hold on,
Go ahead.
hold on. I gotta finish. I gotta finish it because then people like to come back with, oh, but you can play the 3-drop Goku or Vegeta. They have energy restrictions on them. You can't
Yes.
play them on turn one, no matter what.
Yeah.
You have to go first, and then you can play them on turn two, or your opponent has to go first, and you can play it on their turn two. No
Yes.
matter what, on turn one, this card is a 9K.
Yes.
Please stop saying 11K. Stop saying turn one 9-11. Stop it.
Nah.
Stop it. I hate it.
Yes. As long as there's 3 mana between both players, he can very easily become an 11K, which is
Yes, but that's
fucking
not even one.
whatever. Who the fuck cares
Right.
about 11K is not 15 and it's not 16.
Yeah.
11 doesn't mean shit to anybody.
It stops you from being swung on by 10Ks. Too bad everything in the
The
meta is 15K
15,
critical
yeah.
or 19 critical, or it stops an unawakened leader from attacking you on turn two.
It doesn't
Whoop
stop
de
it.
doo.
It's,
Whoop de doo. I know. It stops it from doing damage. All right,
exactly.
so
Yeah.
Auto. When this card attacks, look it up to 5 cards from the top of your deck. Add up to 1 black card with SS4 in its name, top of your deck. So this actually gets a very good card.
Yeah.
And that very good card is, of course, SS4 Bardock Spirit Resonance from the new set. It gets the unison that you actually want to play, not the trash unison that was released in this set.
That's pretty good.
It
Well,
is pretty good.
that's like
But there's a
again,
problem.
that's what you expect from it. You look at the top 5, you pick the color you don't have, you pick your unison. You can
Exactly.
even get a couple different overrounds with this shit. Like it's
Yep.
it's bare minimum what a leader should do. Is synergize with its deck.
Yes. Yeah, but there's a huge problem with this. It's that you're playing a rainbow deck. That every card you have that does anything at all requires you to have 4 different colors, or 5 different colors, honestly. But we'll say 4 different colors for the sake of the next line of text. Do anything good, you got to have all those colors, which means your leader needs to have the ability to fix your energy. This effect doesn't guarantee any amount of fix. You're going to suffer from all the problems of an archetype deck and a rainbow deck at the same time. Rainbow decks suffer from not having the right color energy at the right time. And archetype decks with leader effects like this suffer from your leader missing.
Yeah.
And so you have to play 30 plus SS4 cards.
Yeah.
Which means that your deck is pigeon-toed, right? You're held into a very specific kind of play style where you are scrambling at the beginning of every game to find the energy you need. Like you have floodgates, but it's green, and on turn 1 you want to charge blue, and then on turn 2 you want to charge green, but green is also your best card.
Yeah.
But you don't like charging it all the time because, and you get this. If it's just
here's the thing, right?
It's just not. It's not as good as it sounds in theory.
Yeah.
And that is a huge difference that players who don't play the game as much and players who do play the game as much have. Players who play this game a lot and you don't even have to be like a pro or an expert at the game. You've spent your 10,000 hours or whatever playing this game, right?
Yeah.
You know the ins and outs of the game. You've played a whole bunch of different decks and you understand how the game works. You look at a leader like this and you realize that it is not going to work out because it is too inconsistent. You have an inherent inconsistency that makes it worse than any leader that says when this card attacks, draw 1 card. That is not good. And then you look at its power and it's a 9K on turn 1. So it attacks and it doesn't do a damage to the leader. It's great, but you don't have a win condition like Victory Strike. You still need to do 8 damage.
Yeah.
And a lot of leaders today, they take their life when they awaken and drop to 5.
Yeah.
So it doesn't matter if you give them that life or not. It might matter if they have a 10K battle card on their first turn and you need to kill it.
Yeah, I mean, it matters when you're playing Soul Striker, not King Vegeta. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
You want to deal that damage to Soul Striker. You don't care if you like King Vegeta doesn't care because it awakens to 5. Soul Striker is like, I need to push fucking damage against Soul Striker.
Exactly. And it's just like it's not working. And then you think about cards that you want to play in this deck, they have to be black.
Yeah.
It cannot be anything else because your energy is not going to be set up for it.
Yeah.
A lot of good cards have 2 specified costs.
You can play Sensu Bean. You can play Bean. You will play Bean. That's a good card, but that's 1 card, you know.
Yes. But if you fulfill the requirement to play something like, let's say, a red Unison, it means 2 of your energy is red, and you're not going to get your effects on the backside of this card very often.
You can only play 8. That's the whole thing, right? Out of every dual color, not dual color, but black / whatever color, there's only 8 that exist.
8.
The chance of you like drawing 2 in the early game, like, and if the backside was different, I would still like this leader. But you
haven't even gotten there.
I know, but you like you said, you are pigeonholed into playing 5 color. When in reality, I want to play blue, red, black. That's what I want to play, right? I want to play Piccolo Jr. I want to play Sensu Bean. I want to play Cooler, and I want to play Yamcha Merciless Barrage. That's what I want to play, okay? Sensu Bean.
You don't want to play yellow.
I don't want to fucking play any yellow cards. These green cards.
But you have to.
Yeah, the green cards are not bad, but I don't care about them. And then the yellow cards are the worst ones. Of course, the red ones and that's just how Dragon Ball is. Red and blue are just the best colors. Like,
actually, the red and green in this one are going to be the best colors. But
no, the green ones are whatever. They're fine.
I mean, it's a floodgate and removal. They're the most utility.
Right. That's fine. But I'm saying the other colors like Sensu Bean that's what I'm saying.
You want to play Sensu Beans. You want to play red cards. Like this is.
But you can't. You can't do that shit.
Yeah, and that's the problem with this deck. And so you're like, this is a Black Saiyan leader. I'm gonna play 1-drop Goku. Good for freaking you. It's not going to work out as well as you want it to because you're playing on curve.
Yeah, you're not playing. You're not playing like a hyper aggro deck where they're going to be punished for using the gates. A lot of the times they can just navigate. Yeah. Now the best thing about this leader, and you really can do this shit, is you can awaken on like turn 3 with a high life total. Now, our game does not always allow you to have a high life total on turn 3, but there are going to be matchups like Baby, and there are going to be matchups like Soul Striker, Invoker. They're not going to push your life, and you're not going to get punished for having a high life total. So you can you can awaken with like 6 life, and that's just nice to have sometimes. It's not always going to happen, but it is nice when it does happen.
Yep. And speaking of awaken, let's go ahead and read it. When your life is 3 or less, there was no reason for this to be 3.
Could have just been 4, like every other leader.
This should have been 4. There's no reason for that. Or if you have, so look, have you noticed Bandai does this with leaders they think are control leaders? Bandai will do one of 2 things with leaders they believe are control leaders. They will either say, when your life is 3 or less, you awaken, or when your opponent's life is 4, you can awaken. Because King Vegeta was designed to be a control deck.
It's not meant to be an aggro deck.
Boy, howdy did it go wrong there.
They fucked that up as bad as they could have.
They certainly did. Whew. Well, I mean, it wasn't their fault. Belmod and Tao, nobody had really, like, I'm sure people were using it, don't get me wrong, but in the limelight, Belmod and Tao, that interaction was not shown off until after the ban list. If it had been shown off before, I'm sure Bandai would have limited Belmod to 3 and limited Tao to 3.
Yeah.
But anyway.
The deck has somehow even gotten more aggressive than the version Robbie played at the regional. It's gotten even more aggressive.
They're like abandoning fighting against fate because
they're not even playing fighting against fate.
Anyway. When your life is 3 or less, if you have 4 or more card colors in your battle area and energy area, we all will eventually, you may draw 2 cards, then flip this card over. So let's think about this.
So on the front side, black is a color, but on the back side, it's not.
Correct, but that's good. That's what you want. You want black to count for the front side so you can awaken faster.
Yes.
So turn 1, you charge a multicolor. That's 2. We have 2 on turn 1. Turn 2, we charge another multicolor, giving us 1 more energy. This does not give us 4, because remember, it's going to be black and something.
Yeah.
So black and blue, black and red. So we have black, blue, and red. The only way you're getting that other one is by either not charging blue and comboing into play your blue Vegeta, or comboing into play your yellow Goku.
Yeah.
On turn 2, you can awaken, but your energy and or board state is not in a good place as a result.
It's also like, that's a lot of shit to draw. Like
it is. In a leader that does not draw jack.
No, he draws 1 card per turn. Your deck draws 1 card per turn until you establish a unison.
None of your other cards do.
Yeah, none of your other cards draw. They replace themselves, but they do not create new cards.
Correct, yeah.
Well, okay.
It's like switching gears. They filter. They don't draw.
There's one card that draws, but whatever.
Yeah. It filters. It doesn't really like. Altogether, you don't change in number of cards, but it filters, which is good enough, right? Number of cards in hand is what I'm talking about. All right, so when your life is 3 or less, you flip it over. You draw 2 cards, so we don't untap any energy, but whatever. Okay, so we don't really awaken on turn 2. This is a turn 3 awaken. Is that okay? Probably. But just keep in mind, the sooner you awaken, the sooner you lose your ability to fix your energy.
Yeah.
You don't actually want to awaken very fast with your leader, which is why Bandai has put this here.
Yeah, because you can be a 15 on the front, yeah.
Yep. But like, is that special? I don't think that's very useful. But anyway, let's see the back. And this is where you see that this card has become a Yu-Gi-Oh card, a pendulum monster specifically, with all of these effects. So again, it has the same permanent that if it didn't have, we wouldn't be talking about this card.
Yeah.
Then auto. When this card attacks, you get each of these effects depending on the number of non-black colors among black multicolor cards. So at most, that's what, 4?
It's 4 at the most, yeah.
4 at the most. So I love the 4 plus at the bottom here. Spoiler alert, purple confirmed? I don't know.
Purple, yeah.
Purple confirmed. Okay, anyway. So we start here, 2 plus colors. And if I was designing this leader, or if I was going to just guess, I would say this must be the draw 1 card effect.
No.
It is not.
No.
2 plus colors. This card gets plus 5k power, and then you tap one of your opponent's battle cards. Why? Why is this not the draw card? Why is the draw card the last one?
Yep.
Oh my
I don't
god.
know, bro. Stupid.
3 colors. You untap one of your multicolor energies. You untap your blue
You
energy,
know, tap your blue energy. Yep.
or your red energy for your counterplay, or your green energy for your counterattack.
Yep.
But you know what this actually means? It means that your hand is telegraphed so hard.
Yeah.
You play on a curve with this deck, and then you're like, I'll untap a green one. Your opponent's like, I wonder what that is that you've got in your hand.
Yeah.
But anyway, so 4+ colors is where you draw a card and you remove a marker from a unison. I honestly think that we could have put this 5K down here,
Yeah.
and this draw one card up here, and this card would have been really fine.
Yeah.
But
Just
the
just
fact that I
like
put this backwards,
just like
this means
go ahead.
just so just to finish, just to sum up,
Yeah.
this means that if your opponent is clearing your board,
Yeah.
you're either playing some of the cards out of your hand that turn, which means you're not playing big bombs like the Gogeta
Yep.
or the Gogeta. There are 2 Gogetas, the 8-drop and the 10-drop.
Yeah.
You're not playing your big bombs that turn, or you're on turn 4 with perfect energy.
Yeah.
It's just, it's
Shit's ass, bro.
Sleep
Shit is
is-
trash.
it's overbalanced. It's overbalanced.
So like, okay, like let's say it's like turn 3, right? You charge the 3, you tap 2 for your unison, you draw a card. Let's say you have the 4+ active, you have like 3 energy and a battle card that it all works out. It's all different colors. You're good to go. You swing with your leader. At the end of the turn, you have 2 open energy. What the fuck did you just do with your turn? You played a unison, swung, and passed. You didn't do shit. On turn 3, where most decks are ready to close out the game, you fucking played a card and passed. Like, this makes no fucking sense, bro. Shit is not playable. I'm telling you. In the current format, this shit is not playable.
And I have seen so many people say that this is the Black Saiyan leader equivalent of Soul Striker.
No, it's
The
not.
heck it is not. Soul Striker draws 1 card and untaps 2 energy.
Yeah.
But it actually has like bombs in its deck, right? Like we're talking, it's got things like a Booney. It's got things like I don't know. Name a 4-drop that blue has. Soul Striker's got 2 in its hand.
Yeah.
It's got Saiyan Instincts to draw a bunch of cards. It's got Arrival Bojacks and things that synergize. And this deck has like 2-drops and 3-drops that don't do anything all that amazing. Your bombs in this deck are fantastic, but they don't have deflect. And we'll get to them. We'll get to them here in a second. But like, so just the major takeaway from this leader, from my opinion, is that it is overbalanced and it's too middle of the road to actually be as spectacular as people seem to think that it is. I think everybody's just super excited that
They're
there's
caught up in the
something
hype.
new.
Yeah, they're like, oh,
Caught up in the
it
hype,
looks
yeah.
so cool. It has so much text. These cards
So
look
much
cool.
text.
They don't
It's
do
got all the
shit.
words you want to see, right?
They
It's
don't
like
do
draw
shit.
a card, untap an energy, remove a marker,
Exactly.
gain 5K. This card's amazing.
Yeah, they
It's
don't do shit, bro.
practice.
This is what made me mad. I mean, because like set 14 was frustrating to look at an entire set and to have Bandai say, okay, we're gonna ban shit. It's gonna shake up the meta. To do that, and then to look at an entire set of 14, and it's like, bro, it's the same fucking decks. Like, I'm just gonna go to a tournament. I'm gonna play a Soul Striker, a King Vegeta, a Dark Broly, and who cares what else? It's the same fucking decks we've been playing against. Every now and again, like 1 or 2 decks switch. Like Launch fell out of favor, and then King Vegeta came in. Like King Vegex was very popular, and now Vegex is not as popular. Okay, but like Dark Broly is still there. So like decks fall out, but like ultimately it's been the same damn format, man. And it's like it's just very frustrating to see that like it's been the same game for so long that Bandai's not doing enough to change the meta, which is it's frustrating to say the least. Like that's like the best word I can use.
So a lot of people they look at a card like this and they think it's good. And they start thinking in their head and they're like, oh, I can do this and I can do this and I can do this. My profession, I'm a geologist. In my profession, we have something called armchair geologists. Okay? These are the geologists that sit in their chairs and they theorize everything. They never go out in the field. They never do the actual field work itself. In this game, the field work would be testing, right? There are a lot of armchair Dragon Ball players in this game. And you can sit there and you can say, well, I can do this and I can do this. And when somebody argues with you, your answer is usually, oh, but then I could do this in counter or whatever. And ultimately, you're going to have to test it. You're going to have to go out there and test it. And you can either prove us right or prove yourself right. But I will tell you one thing for certain. This deck right here at Gen Con is going to be just the best deck for King Vegeta to farm.
Yeah, 100%, bro.
If you play this deck at Gen Con, you will be farmed by King Vegeta.
Bro, I love when people are like, "Oh, bro, you can play Protector, dog. Please play this fucking Protector. You're gonna neg 2 from hand. You're gonna take 2 crits, and King Vegeta's gonna pass with fucking 10 cards in hand, bro. Please play Protector. You're gonna have fucking please, bro. Protector is not all that shit against King Vegeta.
Yeah, this deck cannot facilitate Protector. If you play Protector against King Vegeta with this, they're just gonna every turn hit you with criticals.
That's it. 2 crits pass.
And then you're losing. You just neg every turn.
Yeah.
And then you're going to get to like turn, 2, play your Gohan, and they're going to be like, whatever, I get 2 more attacks? Sweet. Like,
whatever, bro.
Yeah. So, like, yeah.
I'm not all smart like a geologist. I just fucking dig holes in the ground for a living. But this shit sucks. I'll tell you that straight up. I don't care.
All right. So, anyway, let's move on and actually look at the cards in the archetype. Now that we have complained about it, here's the unison that Bandai designed for this deck. My God, if this doesn't tell you that Bandai is in a different place in the meta than anyone else, this card right here just proves it. This is a unison with no specified cost. After a set that has a bunch of things that specify unisons with specified cost, this one has none.
Yeah.
It's a permanent. For each marker, this card gains 5k during your turn. Auto limit 1. If this card has 1 marker, when this card is played, add a marker to it for every 2 multicolor cards in your energy. What does this mean? What do you mean if this card has 1 marker when this card is played? So you have to play this for 1 energy, and then for every 2 other energy, you get another marker?
Okay, so on turn 4, you play it for 1, and it's a 25k because it gains it goes up to 3 markers.
So?
I mean, that's
you know what else you play? You know what else you play on turn 4?
Yeah.
Gogeta. Thwarting the Dark Empire, or whatever his name is.
Which your leader also searches on the front.
SS4 Gogeta. Yeah, SS4 Gogeta thwarting the Dark Empire, which for 4 energy might actually win you the game.
Yeah.
This card won't.
I think that this card is straight up bad. I just think it could have been better.
It is. Look, read these effects, man. -1, activate main, choose one of your opponent's battle cards and cost greater than their energy, send it to their owner's warp.
Yeah, that shit kills Gogeta, dog. That shit kills Gogeta, though, for real. And Demigra.
I guess.
That's a unison that just comes down for 1, attacks for 25k, and snipes Demigra is not a bad card. Not bad. I'm not saying it's broken, but it's not bad.
Is it better? Is this better than the Bardock they already printed?
Probably not, because Bardock's neg 2 is also just a Nimbus.
Exactly. And then we have -X auto. -X auto. When your leader card is attacked, you can have it gain 5k for each marker you remove from this card with this skill.
Who the fuck cares about that? Doesn't matter.
Who cares?
Yeah,
like,
shit doesn't matter.
If this is going to matter, your opponent will just attack
that first,
Broly. This is an auto when your leader is attacked, so you're just going to remove some amount of these, and your opponent's like, okay, no combo. I guess your unison's dead. That worked.
Yeah.
I'm glad I could triple strike your unison with my leader attack.
Yeah.
And it's only a 10k on your opponent's turn. You know what? This is actually going to... This will only ever be played for its -1 as like a side deck choice in other black decks.
Yeah, I could see that.
Like this is... But you know what this really is?
Oh, max power Kamehameha.
It's a max power. That's my point. That is my point. That is my point. It would only ever be played in the side deck for this effect, which means you just play max power, which is a negate.
All right. That's fair.
You see my point? Yes. This card is bad.
You're right. All right.
Yeah, all right.
Fine.
All right. We move forward. This card is so cool. I want to use this card. I love this card so much. But this is a boss monster.
This shit would have worked in set 2. Shit ain't gonna work in set 14.
I know, but look. The deck aside, this is a boss monster, dude. This is a quad strike 35k. When you play this card, you get these effects based on your colors. You deal a damage. Ideal world. Deal 1 damage, draw 3 cards. Your opponent discards 2 cards. You switch a card to rest mode. I'm not going to count that as anything. Then you warp 2 cards. On play, this is a +8.
It's huge, man.
And then it costs 5 energy, and you have to discard 2 cards. So it's a +6 quad strike 35k.
Yeah.
That just gets God sealed sometimes.
Yeah.
But sometimes it doesn't. Sometimes it does. I think this card deserved deflect. I don't know why. I swear, I don't know why Bandai didn't put deflect on this, and they put deflect on everything else in this game.
Yeah.
I think card is so cool.
There's some
I love this card so much, but it's just you're not getting to turn 5.
Right.
If you do, it doesn't matter.
If you're playing against a deck that is willing to go to turn 5, they're gonna have an answer for this. And if you're playing a deck that isn't getting to turn 5, you're losing before then. Like Bardock's not strong enough to compete with King Vegeta or starter deck Vegeta or King Piccolo in terms of like an aggro deck. Or yeah, Baby has answers to this. Soul Striker has answers to this. Like it just as much. I will not say that this card is bad because this card is
really good.
This card is sick as hell. It's just like it's a weird secret rare, right? So I would play it as like a 1 of, as a weird secret rare.
As a 2 of.
I mean, whatever.
It's searchable.
Sure, whatever. Anyway, it's a cool card.
It's a very cool card. Also, like let's think about this. Turn 5. Are you getting to turn 5 against King Vegeta? Probably not. You're getting to turn 5 against Baby. And like you said, any deck you get to turn 5 on, they have the answer. It either gets God sealed, or if their unison is still up, it just goes to the bottom.
Yeah, they just tuck it with the unison. Yeah.
Like, why did Gogeta 7 have barrier deflect?
And this doesn't have barrier. They're trying not to do another Gogeta 7. Yeah.
You don't need to overbalance a card like this, especially in a.
I suppose. I mean, if it had deflect, I would actually think that this deck could be good because then, like, realistically, Soul Striker probably won't kill you on before turn 5. So because this has deflect against Soul Striker, it's like. Yeah, you can just slam this shit and immediately win the game. But because you don't, like, even if they tuck this with Majin Buu, this thing is such a fucking plus.
So much value.
You're probably straight. Like, you are probably okay, even if they tuck it with Majin Buu. Like you said, it's a +6.
And your leader untaps you.
And your leader untaps 1 straight up. So like it's pretty good, man. But even 4-drop, the other Gogeta, the 4 cost, has the same fucking problem of like no deflect and it's too slow. And I think that one's actually better because it's a turn faster, and you just play it in more decks, of course. But it's some shit.
Yeah. So like this, I think this card deserved deflect because like you have to have all these different colors in your energy. Gogeta 7 was thrown into everything. Yeah. This card can't be.
Right.
And so like, why doesn't this deserve deflect? This is just another example of the overbalancing Bandai is doing lately without addressing the unbalanced nonsense that we have. And this is why I'm so frustrated with Dragon Ball right now.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah. Like they print a cool card like this, and without the word deflect, it makes it so much less playable.
Yeah.
But anyway, all right. Moving forward, here's the worst card in the entire set.
Yeah, that shit's stupid as fuck.
If you pull this card foil, just burn it.
Yeah.
This is honestly worth more providing you with some amount of heat than it is to be played. It doesn't even look that good, honestly.
Yeah.
Like, oh my God, let's just read it. It's a super combo with limit 1 draw card. And it gains 2k for each color in your energy. Yeah. So you have to have all 4 colors for this to even be or all 4 different like regular colors plus black. For this to even be a plus 11k combo, this card.
Yeah, shit's stupid.
Why would you not just play Vegeta that synergizes with your Gogetas?
Right, exactly.
Why is this a Kai? Why does this super combo have limit 1? If this didn't have limit 1, you wouldn't play it. It has limit 1. It just this isn't even worth burning. This is a tree died for this, everybody. Tree died for this.
It's trash, bro. It's like It's just horrible. We can just move on. It's bad.
It
It's a
makes me
bad card.
angry. It fills me with anger.
Somebody's gonna make an argument to be like, well, you can play one, and I'll be like, shut the fuck
No,
up. Just move on.
exactly,
Shut the fuck
exactly.
up. Don't play one.
Oh my God. You know what? You play this and you play that unison, and
Have
you
fun.
go for that. Yeah, you go for that top. What would it be?
Top
Top
50%.
256. You get that top 256 out
Top
of 256 people.
256. Yeah.
hmm Oh my God. All right, here we go. Remember 2.5 hours ago when I brought up
Yeah.
the Agent of
Agent of
Destruction card?
Destruction. Yeah.
0 energy adds up to 3 cards to your hand.
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, let me introduce you to SS4's Call, which has Toki on it for some reason. Which I think Toki's the bird, right?
Toki's the bird. That girl is Cronoa.
I know the girl's Cronoa.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Toki's the bird. Yeah.
the bird on it. Yeah, look at all these SS4 characters we have on this card. Which I know nothing about the Xenoverse, but whatever.
Yeah, I don't either.
We have an activate main limit 1. It costs 0. Limit 1 is probably correct.
Yeah.
If your leader card is
That Bardock.
literally this freaking Bardock, look at up to 3 cards from the top of your deck. Add up to 2 cards with SS4 in their card names. Fantastic. Love it.
Mm-hmm.
And then you put a card from your hand to the bottom of your deck if you added 2. Why?
Yeah.
Why? Why is this just a cycle? Why
Yeah.
can this card not be? Why Bandai? Why is it in 1 year decided to print cards like this without showing any respect to the cards that already exist?
That's the problem, bro. Because like they can't even match bad cards. Like that AOD card, it's not necessarily a bad card, but it's like
Dude, that card is sick every time my opponent activated it.
it's a good card that exists in a deck that can't compete. And it's like you can't even match a deck that can't compete with these cards. Now, I do think you play this as like a 2-of, right? Like it's an upstart goblin.
Yeah.
It helps fuel Overrealm to some extent. Like it's a fine
It
card.
helps it fixes your hand so you can actually find all 4 colors.
Right, it's energy all the shit. You play this, of course, but it could have just been the freaking AOD card. It could have been a +2. Why not?
Yeah.
Like we do you want this deck to be good? Then give it good cards. Like I don't.
Or address the dang meta. Freaking like ban some cards, Bandai. Your list wasn't good enough. It's okay to admit that you missed some things. We all missed some things. You know what? Don't even admit that you missed anything. Just come up and be like, we want the meta to slow down even more, so we're banning these cards too.
Yeah.
Please fix something so that this can actually be playable. Because this deck could be fine if we just like addressed the cards that if you dropped every card down to this same power level, this deck is great.
All right, this shit would have been good in set 2. That's what I'm saying. Like, as a set 2 deck, this deck would have been good. But what's funny is it also still would have just lost to Vegeta hand control. Like,
definitely. This deck. If you go against green at all with this deck, just cry.
I could almost guarantee this deck would struggle in set 2, man. I can't believe that shit.
Ready to lose to OG Broly?
That's just how slow. It's that fucking slow. I'm telling you.
It's that slow. You can't even threaten Broly. Deck that puts itself to 4 on turn 1 and plays 3 dead cards in its deck and 4 dead cards that search the 3 dead cards.
Oh yeah.
You can't even threaten that.
I mean, OG Broly now would destroy the fuck out of this deck. This shit would be a free.
I'm saying, it can't even threaten this. It can't even threaten this deck.
Please play this shit at Gen Con. Please, rounds 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let me get 5 of these fucking things in a row, please. I don't care, bro. Please.
That's an easy play set of New Ruler stamped.
Go ahead and side for Deborah. I don't give a fuck, bro. Please play this shit at Gen Con.
Not gonna help. All right. So that's it for the black cards that they released. Now we look at the.
Bro, I don't even want to read all these. I'll just tell you what they do. Right. This is Denial of Hope. This is the best one. I like this card a lot.
It's super good. It's 1 mana Denial of Hope at that.
Yeah.
This is like a reason to want to play the deck, right?
That's it. This was the card that I was like, oh, this deck could be good. This and the Gohan. But now I'm just like, okay, never mind. I was overlooking some shit. This shit is ass.
So this card, look, real quick before we even get into it. Look at this artwork and the artwork of all the other ones.
This shit is sick, man.
I don't know if you've ever watched Family Guy. There's an episode where Quagmire takes Chris to a strip club.
Okay.
And Chris asks him, where do we go? And Quagmire says, I just follow the old divining rod. and then his old divining rod just kind of drags him around the room, and it looked like this. And
Okay.
so I can never not see that. So all of these guys I just call the divining rod dudes. This is Bardock divining rod.
Okay. I don't think I've seen that one, but okay.
It's if you Google it, you'll get like a 10-second GIF that just shows him being dragged around the room like that. And you could just put this Bardock over top of him. It'd be hilarious.
That's funny.
Anyway,
Yeah, whatever. This card is whatever. It's good
so
enough.
the divining rod cards, they'll do something when you charge them and when you play them. So when you charge or play this card, you give something -2 for each different color, and it's got an activate battle once per turn. You give something -5k. This card's neat. It's got barrier. It's got unique, which is fine. It's a 2 cost.
So like
Sure, whatever.
there's this random Roshi that picks up. It's almost like a Zeno super combo. It's from set 8. You pick up a multicolor and then you put a multicolor back down. So because your leader negates energy exhaust, you get a free energy and then you get their into play effect, or I'm sorry, their into charge effect. So like if your opponent is swinging, you can Roshi, pick this up, put it back down, and then neg their battle card by like let's just say like 8 or 6 or some shit, right? So like essentially that Roshi would then combo for like 11. You can also the same Roshi can also like knock a marker off of Unison, which is a nice, cool, tricky play the deck has. I just wanted to mention that. It's whatever. This dude also has barrier, which is cool, and then his activate battle is also pretty good. So I mean, it's a fine card, I think.
The card's fine. All right. Then for some reason, why did the website do that?
What happened? Oh, it mixed it in. That's weird.
Mixed it. Okay, whatever. I guess it's sorting it by the first color. So we're gonna take a sidestep from the black multicolor cards and look at Goku Black Abuni Schemer.
Yeah, this card's ass. Abune's better.
It is. Yeah, you can't even play this in the Zamasu deck because the tokens aren't Goku Black or Zamasu. And so if you play,
that's funny as shit.
Yeah, so if you play any of the cards that ramp you that say you can only play Goku Black and Zamasu for the game, you can't play this card. So
this is very specifically good in Janemba Mill because you get 4 blockers, and
it's only for 1 turn.
That's fine. Your opponent is gonna attack you 4 times, so like
you can combo with them. That's cool.
Yeah, this is very specifically good in Janemba Mill, a deck that will never be good ever again. So good, great, awesome card. Fuck this stupid shit. Could have just it's worse than Abune in every other circumstance.
Pretty much. Yeah. Okay, so anyway, here we start into our 3-drop Vegeta. So the Goku and the Vegeta have a similar effect. Blah blah blah. Leader card is black. Blah blah blah. 3 or more energy. Blah blah blah. You and your opponent. Blah blah blah. At the end of the battle, when you combo with this card, you pay an energy. You play this card in rest mode, and then this guy bounces a 3-drop.
Yeah.
So that's cool.
Yeah, it's fine.
And then they also have for 1 black energy. You send this card to the warp. You play a 2-drop, which allows you to fix your colors on board. And then at the start of your next turn, as long as you remember, a lot of people are going to forget. Get ready for that one.
Yeah.
Get ready to forget this card in your warp a lot.
Right.
This comes back to your hand.
I'm not. By the way, if you're playing against me and you forget, I'm not gonna let you put that shit. I'm gonna be like, no, that wasn't there. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
I will let you take it back because I'm not like that. But anyway,
if you're playing it, I swear to God, if you play this stupid fucking deck against me and you miss your fucking triggers, I'm gonna talk so much shit.
Anyway, that card's fine. It's definitely good. You definitely play it mostly because it's blue and it's Vegeta. You need Vegetas and you need blue. Here we have the Divining Rod Vegeta. Which also the artwork just pulls you right in. But anyway, this is a critical 2-drop.
This is one of
This card's really good.
This is one of the better ones, yeah.
It is. So you charge it. You have another card in your energy when you charge it. You choose 1 card from your opponent's hand, put it at the bottom of their deck. Then they draw 1 card.
It's a super
I'm
whatever.
Sad.
Yeah.
Sad about this. You can foil your opponent's plans if you're really lucky. I know if I play a deck like Invoker, 1 time, somebody's going to put my Pex on the bottom of my deck with this thing. I'm going to be so angry because it's gone forever because my deck doesn't shuffle.
Yeah.
I know it's going to happen. But you play this card because it's a Vegeta, because it's the one you kind of want to charge, but not really. And because when you play it, you draw 2 and you put 1 card at the bottom of your deck. Another filter card.
It's fine.
It's fine. Uh, do note, this is the only card that draws anything in this archetype.
Yeah, that's it, bro. The other one
Other than
they
Boss
replaced
Monster.
themselves, but
I thought it was crazy when I read the Boss Monster and it drew 3.
yeah, now
I
you
said,
know
why
why.
it
Yeah,
draws 3? Yeah, because
yeah.
nothing else does. And oh my God, here we. All right, all right. How many Chile Limo cards were we up to?
I think we're at
3,
4.
4. Okay, all right. Let me introduce you to number 5 out of 30. 1/6 of this box was given to Chile and Limo. Um, you may say no, this isn't a Chile Limo card. This is a green yellow. Guys, come on, come on. It's a Chile Limo. Okay, just come on. So let's be honest with ourselves. Anyway, a rival for 3 energy, or you can swap into it with this guy for 2 energy. That's
Yeah.
something. When this card is played, or when it is switched to active mode by a skill, choose one of your opponent's battle cards unisons and negate its skill for the turn. That is already worse than the other one, which when it is played or switched to active mode, you either kill something that's bigger than their energy, or you take their cards and draw a card. And then activate battle once per turn. Choose up to one of your opponent's skillless battle cards and KO it. So the cute thing you do with this is you arrival for 3, you negate the skill of something, and then you kill it. And your opponent is like, darn it, I really should have played around not comboing my entire hand in against a deck with yellow cards.
Right, which they should already do
It's
anyway.
also a yellow leader.
Yeah. Because of Final Flash.
And then it blocks the next attack. It's too bad you probably lost the game a long time ago because it's a 1-mana 10K.
Yeah.
But anyway, then we have the 5-drop Chile Limo support, Energy Exhaust, and we're just going to hint at what's coming next. So tired of this word. Anyway, Energy Exhaust, swap 8. If you have 3 or more energy, you can swap into that big Broly for no apparent reason in the world. You get to draw a card. That's cool. These are rivals for 1, which is a lot better, but when this card is played or when it is switched to active mode, negate the skills of a 4 cost, and then activate main or battle, you switch this card to rest mode and KO that thing.
It's the same thing. Yeah.
It's the same thing. Yeah, these cards are so lackluster.
Yeah. I mean,
they did do one thing right.
Yeah.
They recognized that the Jiro super combo is the worst one.
Yeah.
And they gave
you
you guys a new one.
Yeah.
They gave you guys a new one with the waifu tax added onto it.
Yep.
A super combo, and look at the look. You see how there's no limit 1 here?
Yeah, because it's a good card.
No, it's because it's a Chile.
Oh, because it's
Right,
Chile. Fair.
If your leader card is green, yellow, or on heroin, when this card is used in a combo from your hand, choose 1. You either choose up to one of your opponent's leader cards or unison cards and switch it to rest mode. So it's a Zamasu
Yeah.
that doesn't hit battle cards but does hit unison cards. I'm already playing it. I'm down.
Yeah.
You don't need to tell me it does something else.
It's pretty good.
Or if it's your turn, which makes this effect infinitely worse, choose one of your opponent's skillless battle cards and KO it.
Yeah. So, I mean, what you do, right, is your opponent's like swing leader. You're like combo Chile, activate Power of a Super Saiyan or rival Broly. Your whole fucking shit is tapped now. Like, it's a good card. That's it, right? It's a good card.
Yeah, it's fine. It's fine.
Yeah.
Guess something else has to do the tap stuff down since Mecha Frieza has been hurt a lot.
Yeah.
But like, I mean, what's really funny, Mecha Frieza could just like get to these cards.
Yeah, Mecha Frieza is still like not a bad deck, honestly. So like, you could play this shitty yellow Broly, or you could just play a better yellow leader.
You could. Yeah.
I mean, I don't know. There's fucking Gotenks. There's Gohan Icarus. There's fucking Mecha Frieza still. Just play Mecha Frieza. I don't know.
Regardless, thank you so much, Bandai, for all of these Chile cards.
Sure. Yeah, this shit sucks because like there's so many other fucking decks that could just get support, and instead they gave. What'd you say?
Multicolor. Yeah, so many other multicolor decks, dude.
Yeah, multicolor, single. It doesn't matter. Like, there's so many decks that they could have supported. Decks that like have been somewhat relevant in the past year, which is what an anniversary box I feel like is supposed to help. Like Cooler has gotten support like a lot. Metacooler
every chance it gets.
Bardock Scrooge gets some, but like none of these cards are ever playable, and it never makes the. What is the point of releasing support if it's just not good. So like
Yep.
this whole box is just fucking annoying. Combine this with set 14 and it's like you're just releasing fucking filler for no reason. Like that's what sucks. And
Hmm.
you could have released good cards for different sets and like give us a couple fucking reboot leaders or something. Like you don't need to. You can make a reboot leader, a tier 2 leader, and people would fucking love you, bro. Like
Yes,
SS3
they would.
Goku, people love that shit. That's like a tier 2 leader. It's not as good as Soul Striker in my
Mhm.
opinion. This is not as good as Baby in my opinion. People still play that shit. Um,
Yep.
People like reboot Hit. I don't know why. You give us reboot Pan, reboot Demigra, reboot Hirudegarn, not the new shitty Hirudegarn, reboot Lord Slug, fucking reboot some shit from set 6, give us a good red Gogeta leader. Like there's so much shit that they could just do, but they're just not fucking doing. It's like no, they're giving us Chile Limo support. And I don't it's like a meme or like a rumor that Stage 0, which is Eggman, works for Bandai
It's just a
now.
joke.
And it's
I don't think.
like but it's just a meme. I'm not blaming him, and it's like we're
Yeah.
not pointing fingers. But it is so funny that it's like, why the fuck do we get 6 Chile Limo cards? Like, what the fuck? Who decided that this was okay? And who the fuck
Yeah.
decided you want this? Or is it the guy who likes Chile Limo who is like making or suggesting Bandai support it? It just doesn't make fucking sense. There's like 100 other decks that you could have supported, given one card to. No, instead you gave Meta Cooler another card and you gave fucking 6 shitty cards to Chile Limo, most of which aren't
7.
even fucking good. Like it's crazy.
So like here's another issue with this, right? They reveal multicolor cards, and I'm going to preface this because I'm sure people are thinking this. I don't think Invoker needed any support, and I'm not mad that it did not get support. Moving forward with life, released multicolor cards. A, you should have released 6 multicolor cards, one for each multicolor set.
Right.
B, why is red yellow shafted so much
Yeah.
in life? Why did green yellow get 3? Blue yellow got 1. Blue yellow, I think, is the most supported dual color
Yeah, it is.
in the entire game. Why did this need another one that doesn't even work with its own archetype
Yeah.
when red yellow is struggling with like 2 arrival cards?
Yeah, like just give red
Well,
yellow one good card.
yeah. What about Cooler? Why couldn't Cooler Leader in red blue get some
Yeah,
love?
people fucking
Sounds
love
like
Cooler Mill. Shout out to
they
Trey.
do.
It's not just Trey. Like people
It's
fucking
not.
love Cooler Mill. They did actually just give that deck a support card in the champion pack, but it's like
So
you can give the deck a fucking support card every now and again.
they gave it. They just gave July Limo support in the champion pack.
Oh, they fucking did, didn't they? They gave it
They
a whole
did.
different Broly, bro. Stupid.
So let's just let's level with it here. It's real sus, man, real sus. But anyway, like, why didn't you give red blue support? Why didn't you give green blue support? Why didn't you give red yellow support? I
Yeah, shit's ass,
why
bro. I don't
it,
know. It's fucking
it doesn't make sense to me from your perspective. Why not have this set and just like every archetype? So let's say you do every color gets 4 cards, and each of those 4 cards are individually good for an individual archetype, right?
yeah.
So you could do that, and then you have 6 multicolors at the end, each one for a multicolor thing. They don't even need to be archetype specific. Those things could be like Draft Box 1 logic. These are just generically good arrival cards for each of their colors. And you have your archetype ones here. Then you give Chile Limo 1 card and nobody can complain. You give Cooler 1 card and nobody can complain.
Right,
But
yeah.
when you give Chile Limo 7 cards
Yeah.
and you give it a card in the champ pack too, to the point where you can't even make an argument that the champ pack gave us a Cooler.
Right,
Like,
yeah.
it begins to come down to a point where are you guys drunk at the wheel?
Yeah, yeah.
Like, you need to fire the cat. I'm a quote Scrubs. Fire the captain of your brain ship because he's drunk at the wheel.
Right.
Like, this is insulting. This is deeply insulting as a player of this game, because now this is an entire set 14 where maybe 1 card is good, and an entire anniversary box where maybe 1 card is good.
Yeah. No, it's a complete bullshit filler, man. It's crazy.
It is like, Bandai, I want to give you my money,
Yeah, I want to.
but you're not letting me.
Yeah.
and that's upsetting. It's like the Fry meme, right? You're like, shut up and take my money,
Yeah.
but you're pushing it back.
Yeah,
What are you
exactly.
doing?
Yeah.
What are you doing? If you had just
Bro, I mean, we almost always buy a case, right? We skip some sets. We literally almost always just split a case down the middle between me and you. And I haven't bought a single fucking pack of set 14, bro. Like, there's literally no reason. I have bought some singles, of course, but like, I don't want to buy singles. I want to buy a case. I want to crack fucking packs. That's what I like to do. I like opening packs.
the
And
case
it's
of this set is some neg.
you can't do it, bro. If I bought a case, I would unless unless you
Unless you
pull
pulled the
all three secret
freezer
rares, which
Goku.
is unlikely, you're just
Yeah.
not gonna make your money back. You wouldn't I don't even sell cards, but like I would at least like to know that I would get the amount, you know what I'm saying? Or I could just buy every card for like $200 that I want, you know what I mean?
Yeah, this is the first set of Dragon Ball that I have not bought one or more boxes of.
Yeah.
I have not bought a single pack of this set.
Yeah, me neither. I did buy some singles, I'm not gonna lie. They were good cards in set 14, but there's no reason to buy a case in my opinion.
Yeah. Well, like my wife bought me 2 packs on a whim, which
Yeah,
is
of
really
course.
sweet of her. But outside of the cards that I got from those 2 packs, I don't actually think I have any cards in this set.
Yeah. It's negligible.
This is
It's very
insulting.
negligible.
And like we could go over the rest of these. The green one's the best one in my opinion. It's a
It is good.
topo.
It's good.
Yeah, this is a topo, and then this is your removal. But here's my issue with this. You want to charge your topo, or do you want to charge your when this card is played from your hand, send a dude to the warp, and it's a double strike?
Yeah.
You don't want to charge either of these cards, but you have
Gotta
to
charge one of them, yeah.
play this and to like get the green color.
And then it's very possible for you to draw one in the early game and not draw another one till turn 4. Your deck does not filter enough, even with your leader's ability to look at the top 5. Your deck does not filter enough to guarantee you to have these colors in multiples for it to be good. You know what I'm saying?
Yep, and here's the biggest problem. If this little dot here was green instead of black,
Yeah.
this wouldn't be an issue at all.
Exactly.
It's
Yeah.
black. You still have to have the green there. And that's just
Annoying.
and the Goku's the worst one, but you have to play it. You have no option.
The yellow ones are the worst one, but you have to play them because they're Gokus and because you need
They're
that fourth
Goku.
color.
Yep.
Yeah. If I could just play the deck,
If this was Gohan,
yeah,
if this was Gohan and this was Goku,
Yeah.
if green was Goku and yellow was Gohan,
Yeah.
I don't know that you would even play the yellow.
Well, you need to because you're a leader, just to get the draw. That's what I'm saying about the leader.
That's the worst thing, right? Like,
If I could play this deck blue, red, black, it would be a good deck. But you have to play it as 5 color, technically 5 color, right? But whatever.
Yeah.
Anyway, yeah, this shit is ass.
That's it.
That's it.
This is
That's the
36 cards. This is anniversary box Chilai Limo 2021.
Yeah, this is a whole fucking pod. We just did a podcast.
I mean, that's fine. Hopefully, people will enjoy it.
Yeah.
Let us know in the comments if you have set this card on fire.
Yep. Please.
I don't know, man. What are your closing thoughts on this? Like,
This shit is like 3 out of 10. I'm very upset. I'm frustrated that Bandai is fucking us over. They should I don't know.
they're meaning to.
I don't
honestly,
think
don't
that they're
blame
meaning to,
Bandai.
but I don't
I
know
don't-
what in their fucking mind possessed them to print 6 cards for Chilai Limo, half of which are fucking garbage anyway.
Yeah.
And yeah, you can play them on other decks. Yeah, you can play these cards in fucking set 1 Frieza. Who the fuck cares? Okay, Scott Dashy's gonna play Lemon Lime Frieza. He's been doing the shit since set 1. We know that. But are you topping with Lemon Lime Frieza? Probably not. Okay, it's not gonna happen.
So like to everybody that bought this case, a case or 2 of this, like Robbie, for example, I sincerely hope that the reprints in this set make it worth it.
Oh yeah, I forgot. There are reprints.
Because the base cards in this set do not. I mean, if you look at the previous one, right? We have Crown, we have Topo, we have Ultra Instinct, we have the man himself, Comrades Combined Sun.
Okay, yeah. They can't all be
No.
winners. That was the worst one. They can't all be winners.
Okay, they can't all be winners, but they don't need to be this much of a loser.
Yeah, that shit was confusing. I'm not gonna lie.
Honestly, I would be so upset, but at the same time not surprised at
No,
all.
they did Vegeta.
Comrades
Combined
combined Vegeta.
Vegeta. No.
The green ones left a lot to the imagination, but yellow was real sick.
Yellow was
At
good.
the time, Mutaito reprint was hot.
Yep.
Raiders War Card reprint was severely needed. This was $60.
Yeah, that was a good reprint. Yeah.
Yeah. Or oftentimes it would get bought out and you would see one that was like $42,069.
I remember that. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because people on TCG Player have a good time with life. Like
Yeah.
if they do reprints that we don't need, they better have artwork as good as this.
That's right.
The only way to like the black ones were on point. These were great. These were amazing choices.
Yeah.
Even if they weren't played,
Yeah.
like they were just amazing choices because these were all $10 cards except this one.
Yeah.
Which is funny that the draft box Goku Vegeta didn't get reprinted and it got shafted just because this was an Agent of Destruction. But
exactly.
I sincerely hope for the sake of everybody that actually invested in this product that really shouldn't have. I sincerely hope that the reprints are good. So let's end this really long segment by saying what cards should be reprinted in this.
All right. So here's the thing, right? The reprints could absolutely save this box.
It could. They 100%.
But at the same time, it would destroy the secondary market. So,
so what? Like
here's the thing, right? I literally have every single fucking card in this game. I'm missing like random specific shit here and there, right? But I have not every like good card in the game. I just have, right? I don't give a shit about reprints. I don't really sell my cards. I don't really like. I don't care, right? So for casual players, it's like you got Demigra, Big Bang Attack, Piccolo Jr. Piccolo Jr. Eradicator of Peace.
Weren't you?
Yeah, that's what I was saying. I guess 5-drop Zamasu is pretty good.
5-drop them. Oh, the green one. Yeah.
That's a pretty good. It did just get reprinted, but another one wouldn't hurt.
Kaioken.
Kaioken is a really needed reprint. That card's still expensive.
Furthering Destruction Champa. Stay with me now. It would look so good.
It could look good, but I don't know. Maybe some TPs. It might be too.
Switching gears. Bandai switching gears.
It might be too early to get Thwarting the Dark Empire, Gogeta thwarting and switching. It might be too early, but like they're still in print, right? No, I guess not. I guess they're not still in print. Okay.
You know what would be the ultimate spit in the face?
Yeah. Tau.
Belmont
or Tau. Yeah.
We're on the same page. Same page.
Yeah, bro. That should be nuts.
We're not banning this.
Yo, one Tau's already banned. Go ahead and ban the fucking second one. One of them motherfuckers is already banned.
I'd quit, dude.
Yeah, but anyway, anyway, this was a long-ass video. Thanks for listening. If you did listen, I guess just comment and talk as much shit as you want. Say whatever the fuck you want. Who knows?
Let us know how wrong we are. Let us know how good the deck is.
If you think you can beat me with SS4 Bardock, please challenge me to a money match.
No money match. Challenge him to a Monopoly match.
No, please. I'll do 100, 200, 500. I don't give a fuck. Yeah, this deck sucks.
All Monopoly dollars. All
USD or Bitcoin. I'll also play for like a Bitcoin.
One Bitcoin.
I don't have a Bitcoin.
For one Bitcoin.
You put up a Bitcoin, I'll put up $500. How about that?
You put up a Bitcoin, Tesco will put up a flying Nimbus from Otakon.
Oh, there you go. Exactly. All right. You got anything else you want to close out on? I will give this shit a 3 out of 10. Fuck this anniversary box.
I will close with just simply that I am severely disappointed with the past set, past ban list, and this anniversary box. I am almost always Team Bandai. I am always a proponent of the things that they do. I like to say how they do such a good job and how they do this right and how they do that right. And for the first time, I feel completely and utterly disappointed with them, with what they're doing, with how they're handling things. I am beyond disappointed with how this game is right now.
Yeah.
It's not that it's in a bad place. It's not that FTK deck is unbeatable and as a result it's a tier 0 format and the game's dead. It is that so many people are commenting about how stale the format is.
Yeah.
And how things need to change and how we want things to change. And Bandai has turned a deaf ear to it. and they've turned a deaf ear to their entire game. Because if they think that their ban list made it so that these cards were okay, they don't know their game anymore. And that is not comforting moving forward, and it doesn't make me want to play the game.
Yeah.
Because it's just lost its fun. And if
Yeah.
every new product that gets released is just disappointment after
Yeah.
disappointment after disappointment, then there is no purpose for it.
Yeah. Yeah, I
So
got I got go ahead.
I was just going to close it with I
Yeah.
sincerely hope someone from Bandai watches this video. I know you're not going to, but I hope you do, and I hope you take to heart that you are failing the community and the
God
game.
damn. Shit.
And I really think that it's important that you try to fix it.
Yeah.
What were you going to say, Jessica?
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, you know, me and Sublett, we've been playing this game since set one. Very few breaks. Like,
Just
I
getting you veggies,
yeah,
actually.
yeah, just Mecha Frieza slash like literally one format of break that
Mhm.
we've taken. Fucking, we want. I've dropped racks, bands. Like, I've dropped a shit ton of money in this game, probably more than 10 grand. I'm not bragging about that, but it's like I love this game, and I would fucking do it again. Like, I have no problem spending my money with this game, bro. Um,
Yep.
but it's like fucking Bandai, you gotta like give us good shit, bro. And it's like it's disappointing to see like these past two sets, just the way they've been handled. It's very disappointing. But anyway, this has been
It
long
is.
ass podcast. Thank you for listening. Well, I guess we're good, right?
I think so. Please, please, Bandai, do something.
I got you.
Come
All
on.
right, yeah. Let us get like an emergency list before Gen Con. Fuck. All right, peace.